Jason, Gregory, and Kanye West were best buds, like totally inseparable. They did everything together, school projects, video games, pranking Jason's older brother Jackson. Okay, maybe not that last one.
One sunny afternoon, Jason and Kanye were walking home from school. They were goofing off as usual. Jason tossed a crumpled up piece of paper at Kanye's head.
Kanye ducked, and the paper flew into the bushes. "Ha! Missed me!" Kanye yelled. He took off running, laughing, towards the bushes to retrieve the paper ball.
"Hey, wait up!" Jason shouted, chasing after him.
Kanye ran towards the bushes, laughing. He didn't see the ditch hidden in the shadows. Wham! He disappeared from sight.
"Down here, man!" Kanye's muffled voice came from below. Jason peered into the ditch. It was deep and dark. Kanye was sitting at the bottom, covered in leaves. "Kanye!" Jason screamed, skidding to a stop. He crept towards the bushes, terrified. "Kanye, are you okay?"
Hey, what's the big idea? Jason struggled against their grip. One of them clamped a hand over his mouth. He couldn't yell. He couldn't breathe. They dragged him to the edge of the ditch and threw him in. He landed with a thud next to Kanye.
"Ow, what was that for?" Kanye rubbed his head.
"We're prisoners, dude," Jason whispered, his voice shaking.
The two figures jumped into the ditch. They were big and burly, wearing camouflage gear. They looked like they belonged to some kind of military group. "Welcome to the set games," one of them growled.
The Set Games guys marched Jason and Kanye through the woods. They ended up in a clearing. There was a big, scary-looking building in the middle.
"This is your new home," one of the Set Games guys said. "You follow the rules, you might survive." They shoved Jason and Kanye towards the building.
As they got closer, Jason noticed something shocking. Someone was sitting by the building, his back to them. He was wearing the same camouflage gear as their captors. "No way," Jason gasped. He recognized that messy hair anywhere. It was his brother, Jackson. "Jackson?"
Jason called out.
"Jason, what are you doing here?"
"We got caught by these Set Games guys."
Jackson frowned.
"Me too. They're training us for some crazy survival competition."
"We gotta get out of here. This place is messed up."
For the next few days, Jason, Kanye, and Jackson pretended to go along with the Set Games training. Secretly, they were hatching an escape plan. They just needed to figure out a way past the guards.
"I have an idea."
Jackson whispered one night. They were huddled together in a corner of the barracks.
"There's a drainage pipe that runs under the fence. If we can dig our way to it..."
"We can escape!"
Jason finished his sentence, his eyes lighting up. It was a long shot. The pipe was narrow and dirty, but it was their only chance. That night, they snuck out of the barracks and found the drainage pipe. Using their bare hands and anything they could find to dig, they started working. Digging took longer and was harder than they thought. Their fingers were sore and blistered, but they kept digging. They had to get out of there. Just as they were about to give up hope, they broke through. The pipe was right there.
"Let's go!"
Jackson whispered. One by one, they squeezed into the pipe. It was dark, cramped, and smelled like sewage, but they didn't care. They were almost free. They crawled through the pipe for what felt like hours. Finally, they saw a glimmer of light. They scrambled out of the pipe, gasping for air. They were outside the fence. They didn't waste any time celebrating. They took off running, not stopping until they were miles away from the Set Games compound.